windshields. But what they do is crystal clear. Help save energy and just possibly our lives. Windshields were once made out of ordinary glass, breaking into 1,000 dangerous shards in an accident. Today, they're invisible wonders, thanks to advanced technology pioneered at companies like PPG Industries. Here at one of its plants in Pennsylvania, producing the cutting-edge Sungate windshields starts with 9 raw ingredients. The recipe is a massive chemistry lesson. As with any glass, sand is the main component. Soda ash lowers the melting point of the sand. Limestone and dolomite make the glass stronger and water resistant. A dash of coal helps reduce air bubbles. While rouge or iron oxide, once it's mixed, the batch hitches a ride to the 3,000-degree furnace. That's hotter than lava. So this is where things truly heat up. Like a pot boiling over, sometimes the emerging glass builds up around the edges of the furnace, slowing the flow. Not cool. To unclog this mess requires a human touch. A worker in a 300-degree heat-resistant suit with plenty of guts. Once he clears the traffic jam, the mixture perks along and enters something called the float process. It was invented in 1959 to create truly uniform and clear sheets of glass. The molten glass is poured onto molten tin, and since glass and tin don't mix, the glass literally floats on top of it, and gravity flattens it as it goes. The bottom side of the glass emerges pristine and smooth, while the top gets a polish from the heat. Wheels stretch the glass ribbon to an ideal thickness just right for windshields. After the glass cools off and hardens, it's off to the cutting, or more accurately, the breaking room. Glass can't be sliced like metal or fabric, so it's scored with a sharp wheel made of carbide. This weakens the glass enough to allow the next machine to whack or snap it into precise shape. Panes with defects enjoy a second life of sorts. They are discarded to be remelted in another batch. Flattening and cutting, these ordinary panes of glass are ready to become windshields at another PPG plant. More than 20,000 windshields are made here each day. First up, cutting the sheets again. This time to the specs of the car each will be installed in. Suction cups do all the heavy lifting now by pulling on the glass, separating the windshield from the scrap. In the old days, this windshield would be complete, but not today. After a quick sanding of the sharp edges and cleaning, the glass gets a 21st century makeover, sporting sunglasses of its own. PPG is the only company in North America that adds this cool feature. The glass enters a 200-foot-long vacuum tunnel. Here, molecules of silver are vaporized by 10,000 volts of electricity. This gives them a negative charge. The result? They crash into the glass at high speed, becoming one with it. The new metal coating is 1,000 times thinner than a human hair. It may be invisible, but it's there, deflecting the sun's heat and dropping the car temperature as much as 20 degrees. That means using less air conditioning and therefore less gas. And an added bonus. Because of the metal, some of the windshields can double as a car's antenna. Now that the glass can beat the sun's heat, the two pieces of the windshield, inner and outer, come together and get bent in a furnace without breaking. Heat softens the glass, and gravity slowly pulls it into form. But here's how the windshield becomes unbreakable. Separating the inner and outer panes is first. Then, a worker cuts a layer of clear laminate called polyvinyl butyryl, or PVB. See that band of dark tin at the top? It becomes a sunshade for the driver. This is an almost airtight room. That's because if a piece of hair or dust gets between the glass and the plastic film, the whole windshield will be trashed. For something so thin, this laminate is tough. It glues and holds the two pieces of glass together, preventing rocks and other bad stuff from breaking through the windshield. And it won't shatter completely in a crash. Now to make a powerful laminate and glass sandwich. That requires some heat, a slow bake to 275 degrees. To make the glass crystal clear, it then goes through one final roast with some extra added pressure. The windshields are finished, but a few make the ultimate sacrifice for the team. Their job? Standing up to the 5-pound ball drop test. It's a rough simulation of a person's head hitting the glass. Ouch. If the windshield stays intact, the safety glass meets the federal legal standard. It's a test most of us hope never to repeat on the road. But it's nice to know that today's technology packs so much power in such a thin sheet. And save on fuel costs, even if all of it's invisible to the naked eye.